The great
Now
Billy Corgan,
people.
everybody.
Hey,
Look at that.
Billy.
What's up, my man? Yeah,
Yep,
grab a
sit
seat
right
right
there.
there. How are you? Happy beer, burrito, and Billy Day here at KROQ. How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you for being here. We greatly appreciate it. Look at all those people out there that are here really for you.
I know, it's very sweet.
When you can motivate people more than even free breakfast burritos, you can tell you've accomplished things in life. We got congrats on the. Today's a big day. Today's a big day.
Well, 4 years in the making, right? But even more than that.
I mean, I might even be 5 at this point. Yeah, that's crazy.
I would argue it's to go all the way back to like Melancholy. I mean, you could argue it's like 30 years in the making, really.
Yeah, I never thought I would make like these crazy concept records, but it just kind of worked out that way. And it was funny because, you know, it was like history repeated itself. Like Melancholy, everyone told us don't do it, and we did it, and it was very successful. And Autumn, a bunch of people told us don't do it, and it's been very successful. So it's been a strange journey because a lot of my friends would say, well, if you made Melancholy and people told you don't do it, it was so successful, you would think they would never tell you that again. I was like, oh no, they'll tell you it again and again. You know, it's like it never goes away.
I think there's like a professional job of just saying don't do it, right? Like there's people whose jobs it is just to
maybe
say,
maybe they hire those. Maybe that's part of the requirement.
Yeah.
You know, can you say no to the greatest artist in the world?
Right. Yeah, you think like at this point you'd have yes men around you, but you're still surrounding yourself with no men that are like, nope, don't do that. That's a fail.
To our credit, I mean, we have never had the yes man thing around us, or I guess these days it'd be a yes person.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't roll that way. We want people to tell us that if we're off, we're off. But I always find it the strangest thing when people around you in the business side try to talk you out of making music.
You're like, that's what I've been here to do. That's what I'm on this planet
That's why
to do.
I was in a basement listening to Rush, you know what I mean? And The Cure, you know, it's like, and playing those songs over and over again. You know, I mean, I didn't do that so that one day somebody can sit in an office, you know, which looks like a white cube, and tell me, hey, by the way, don't make music. And I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? Oh, you know, go do your wrestling thing, you know?
Right.
Well, have fun with that.
That's
fun
more,
with your,
that's fun.
Do your tea house. Do your organic tea house.
Well, and this album, right, is a rock opera in 3 acts. You've never done this before, and I think for the first time you're speaking about the meaning behind each track and the story behind each track, because there is a very vivid story that you're telling. I know that you have a podcast where you're explaining every single track and getting very detailed about the meaning behind it and the story behind it. I know we don't have time to dive into every single song right now, but before people hit play on this album, what do you want people to know about it?
I think the initial setup on the story kind of creates the, you know, it's like a movie trailer. So what's the movie trailer? An artist in the future is put into space because he presents a danger to the world. The world's all wrapped up in kind of one government. So he gets put into space because he might do something dangerous. And they basically say you can go into a spaceship by yourself. It's a beautiful spaceship built for one. You stay up there for the rest of your life. Nobody will bother you, and you just go live your days, and we won't bother you, and you won't bother us.
Sounds kind of nice.
But you were actually, didn't you have an alien? You like legitimately have had an alien encounter, right?
One time
in your life.
Yeah, it's Darcy Retzky, formerly of the Pumpkins. We were in New Orleans about '94 on tour, and she said, you got to come over here. And it was, I don't know what it's called down there, but whatever is the body of water next to New Orleans, we were up high, and you could see probably about 6-7 miles out, like you would see a plane. You know, you can kind of judge the distance. And there was a craft moving like at a speed that's completely like nothing I've ever seen. And what was crazy is it had multicolors. And I've seen other clips with the same kind of multicolored ball kind of vibe. Mm-hmm. And then it would accelerate it at like supersonic speed, like just zoom off, like boom, it was gone. And then it would return at the exact same speed to the exact same spot over and over again. It was like showing off, right?
Then you see it, and you actually have an audience. So now, did that inspire any of the rock opera, like the fact that you actually have had firsthand alien experience?
I'm on the camp. Obviously, it's a running topic, and now suddenly the U.S. government is releasing clips of UFOs. I'm in the camp. It's so obvious that aliens have been here the whole time. Like, it's not even a big deal. Like, why are we debating it?
Yeah.
And here's the other thing. You know, because we've had a million movies about alien invasions. Trust me, if they wanted to mess up Earth for real, they would. Like, so if they're around, the best version I ever heard is that there's lots of different alien races, and they kind of offset each other. Like, there's good ones and bad ones, and the good ones won't let the bad ones hurt Earth.
Oh.
And they're all kind of watching us like some sort of aquarium.
So when do you think they'll finally make contact?
I once saw a guy, if you know what channeling is, is? I once saw a guy channeling, actually he lives here. He channels an alien spirit called Bashar. And Bashar said 2030, 31, the aliens will finally
2030 they're going to be here?
Yeah.
Oh, man, that's real soon.
But here's the crazy thing, and this is weird, because I heard this guy talk maybe 15 years ago. somebody said, well, why haven't they declared yet? He said he's waiting for the world governments to only form into like about 5 or 6 distinct world governments. He said there'll be a U.S., Canada, Mexico alliance, an Asian alliance, and he said basically there'll only be about 6, 7 world governments to deal with, and then they'll show up because they only got to deal with 6 people instead of 400.
They're smart.
That
They're
makes a lot
smarter
of
than
sense.
us.
So then, with this album,
or Jeff Bezos,
Yeah.
it's like
he'll just be
one
running
guy.
everything.
One guy that
He's
looks
our
like
new
them, yeah.
overlord.
A lot of people are talking about, because this album has such a vivid story. What about a series?
Oh, I'd love it.
Would you and who would you cast? Do you have ideas?
Ooh, you know what? You're way ahead of me on that one. See, I'm one of those. I'm very superstitious, so I
You don't
wouldn't
talk
dream
about it.
Well, I can't dream that dream yet because it's like saying it's going to happen. So, but I love the question. Gosh, who would be great? Like, obviously the main character's based a lot on me, but I couldn't do a good job of doing it on, like, say it was animated. So I don't know. Maybe like Ethan Hawke or something.
It'll be Kevin Hart. Let's just go the way Hollywood does it. It's going to be
But
Kevin
between the
Hart.
Rock Johnson will be in it,
It'll
of course.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah,
as
that's
Shiny.
it. That's it. We take a super quick break. I cannot wait. I was so excited. You've got guitars here. You got songs to play. We'll be back in a moment. The great Billy Corgan is with us here at KROQ. It is a album release day, the third and final act of autumn. Please, details. We'll give it all. We're putting the socials up right now. More with Billy Corgan. More burritos. More beer next. Billy Corgan is in the studio now, and of course today is a big day as autumn. The rock opera in 3 acts. Third act drops today. This is what it looks like. It's beautiful, Allie. Check this out.
You look like you're struggling to hold it up.
It's
so
very
heavy.
I am in terrible shape. I just realized that is a real girthy project. Billy's going to play a song for us right now. This is a song that many of you heard for the very first time here on KROQ, and Billy says we never let you forget that. So here we go. The great Billy Corgan.
Saving face. Today is the greatest I've ever known. Can't wait for tomorrow. It might happen long. I'll tear my heart out. Never forget, I tried so hard to cleanse these regrets. My angel wings are bruised and restrained. My belly stings. Today is the greatest day. I wanna turn you on. I wanna turn you on. Town you own. I want to tell you today is the greatest. Today is the greatest. Today is the greatest day that I have ever really known.
God damn, he's the best. Billy
Beautiful.
Corgan on KROQ, a live in studio performance. It's That's why he's the Billy Goat. Billy, now that we're all sharing
Billy
songs here, I don't know if you've heard this, but I have a song too. It's
Oh my God, you're playing the weekend song for
all
Billy
have-
Corgan?
We all have songs. We're sharing songs. I mean, this is to get you ready for the weekend. Crystal Method helped with this, but it's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday, Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, there's more. I can give you
It's
the
actually an opera in 3 acts.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning.
That's my first act.
Friends, I don't live with time. There's no such thing as a day for me. Every day is Sunday.
Right.
So I do not recognize that song.
Okay, understood. As a musician, you should not recognize
That's a great
that song.
answer. Billy, this album obviously has 33 songs. It's going to take people a while to get through it. And you see bands now that when they perform, they want to perform some of their albums in their entirety. Do you ever see yourselves doing that? It would take a long
it's
time.
funny you ask, because this year's the 30th anniversary of Siamese Dream, which obviously the song I played today is from that album. And we've really struggled to find the right way to mark the occasion. And so I'm not at liberty to say, but I will say that later on in this year, we will do something special to mark the occasion. And hopefully it will involve the band and some fans. So
That's fair. If you'd
Sounds
like me to
amazing.
do the weekend song as part of that collaboration,
open for
I'm
you.
happy to help you out.
I'm sure he's got better things to do than open for us.
I agree. Billy Corgan is with us right now. This is such a treat and an honor, and it has made these people out here are so excited. Some of these people drove 3 hours to be here
That's
today.
amazing.
It's wild that they would even. That only means about 10 miles away here, but still
with the
3 hours.
traffic, yeah.
You got another song for us now, so let's do it.
Oh, sorry. I have to retune the guitar.
He's
It's
going to
so
tune the guitar.
unprofessional.
Here's what we're going to do then. All right, that's fine. We're going to take a quick break. Let him retune. Billy Corgan is here. We will never let him leave. It's a nonverbal contract he signed with KROQ many years ago. And we come back in a moment.
Actually, my son's name is Augustus Kevin Weatherly Corgan.
You had to do that too? We all had to do that.
I know I'm breaking news right here.
Yeah,
All of
it's
our firstborns.
it's all-
are
it's-
named-
The only reason my daughter is not named Philomena Kevin Weatherly Corgan is because it just didn't seem right.
that's how he rolls.
But I had to agree to play every weenie roast
Ever.
I think
Moving
forever.
forward, yeah.
And even after I'm dead,
Yeah.
I think my reanimated
hologram,
corpse
yeah.
will be playing.
In fact, I get to announce this right now, but the hologram Billy Corgan will be taken to the stage at the 2030 Almost Acoustic Christmas. We can't wait for that.
Stars should follow, stars won't sorrow. We're all tomorrows. The ball run time. Used to run, bloom. Used to run, abused. Built round in orbit, I presume. But here there is nothing else of you. And so it's true. They've spent the legends and said you what now is simply them. I don't know, true. I just know of you. Sat on a latch and pretty prunes. I hope you find something wise. So then it's simply now.
Oh, beautiful.
There he is. Billy Corgan live in studio here on KROQ this morning. What a way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Look at this. Look at this crowd of people right there. You've made them ecstatic, and the sales department is not doing their job because they're just standing in the window looking at you. Congratulations on another album out today. Does it ever get old, or do you get excited every time?
It's always a bit of a roller coaster ride because it's finally the moment's totally out of your hands. Quick funny story, if you don't mind.
Yeah, please.
Right when the album was being mixed and mastered, which is a very kind of nervous time because the files are finally going out to different people, and as you can imagine, these days everything's digital. So a fan contacted me. Sorry, I'm too away from the mic. A fan contacted me and said 9 of the songs have leaked.
What?
This is like 6 months ago, and they were all probably the most catchy singly type song.
Right.
So it's like, not only is it 6 months too early, but you're pretty much giving away the album before you even have a chance to even set your feet into the ground. And somehow some hacker was offering the files for money, and we were able to trace it and pay off and keep it from leaking.
Stop
and
it.
The FBI got involved.
Did they do that thing where a person, they will send you a toe in the mail to prove they have the person? Did they send you like a guitar hook?
Like a stem?
Yeah, did they be like, we've got this is you? Like you?
Yes, they strangely had stuff that it wasn't like, I don't know how they got what they got.
So they got it, and then ransom was paid?
Yes.
Or did they just want
out
cool
of my
merch?
pocket, unfortunately.
You had to
But
pay.
What we were able
God.
to do was stop the leak from happening because it was a mercenary person who would hack somebody. I don't want to say who. Excuse me. And they had other stuff from other artists.
Right.
So they didn't. It wasn't like some Pumpkins fan who was hell bent on breaking it on Reddit.
Yeah, they would never
They
do
were
that.
just a mercenary, and somehow they gave some information that allowed the FBI to track them.
So they're serving time now.
I don't know the end result of it yet.
But they had other musicians work as well. Did they release
They had
that?
stuff that was shocking to me,
Oh, really?
like classic stuff from bands of the past, probably doing reissues.
That
Oh,
the
wow.
public has never heard.
I don't think any of that stuff's leaked out. So whatever happened, it all got shut down. But it was like one of those things where you're at home and it's Tuesday night.
Your phone rings.
You just put the kids to bed and you're like, what?
Oh, damn.
And that was a
Yeah.
fan DMing me on Instagram.
And you must think, because you get a lot of ridiculous things, so your first thought is go, well, maybe it's not legit, but then you find out it's legit.
No, it's happened before. Well, fans are right and said something is leaked. They send me the clip, and it's somebody who's done like a pumpkin sound alike.
And you're like, you think this
some
is
guy
me?
going, yeah, hey, man, I'm like, well, that ain't me,
Well,
So you're doing a few extra tours to make up for the money that you spent on the
that's
ransom?
right. That's why we should mention the World is a Vampire Tour.
Yeah.
Ticket and dates, all the information, thesmashingpumpkins.com. Listen, Billy Corgan, when you come to KROQ, and you have to do it every month by law, but thank you for being, it always means a lot to us, first time in our studio.
I love you guys. Thank you. It's so nice to be here. And thank you. I couldn't think of a better place to be on this beautiful day.
Billy Kevin Weatherly Corgan is now leaving the studio right now. Billy,
I
thanks so
changed
much
my
for
name,
being.
too.
Thanks. Everyone's name is being changed. The Smashing
It's not even
Weatherly.
the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Kevin Weatherly presents the Smashing Pumpkins.
That's it.
the
We
new
got
name.
it.
Perfect.
So
We'll
if you
take a
just
quick break.
for me, just for my sake, from now on, when you refer to the band, you're coming out of a break, you play one of our songs. Here's Kevin
Kevin
Weatherly
Weatherly
Smashing
presents
Pumpkins
Smashing
playing their
Pumpkins.
classic, It's just
Perfect.